Hi, this is Barb from My Girlfriends, and I want to talk to you about the Serger today. If you just barely bought a Serger and you haven't gotten it out of the box yet, or maybe you've got it out and you've kind of forgotten the things about it, I just want to go over some basics on the machine. So I'm going to show you the Triumph, because anything on the Triumph will be found on all the other machines. This just has a little bit more. So right over here, this is the thread place for the cover stitch and the chain stitch right here. Not going to go into a lot of detail about the threading. I just want to show you what all the knobs are. This is my foot up, foot down, and of course on the Victory is going to be found behind the needle. Right here is my stitch selector. Then right here, I'm going to close this so you can see, this is my differential feed. This is gathering, this is stretching, and this is just in the middle. All right, so I'm going to open this up. These are going to be my threading ports for my loopers. I got my upper looper, lower looper, and chain looper. And on this machine, this particular one, when I put it down in threading mode, turn my hand wheel, locks in those pipes. Okay, that's pretty simple and pretty easy. This dial right here, and like I say, this is found on most all of the Sergers. On the Victory, you'll find it in the same spot. It's just a square, not a square. Tracy, help me. It is a round screw. This one right here is a dial. So this will be your loop retention. I normally don't mess with that too much. These right here, if you see those, that is an alternate threading position. So you probably are not going to use those unless it's a specialty thing you're doing. This right here, if I have it in down, see my upper looper right there? It is down. I put that up, I'm going to turn my hand wheel. That's going to pop up. There we go. See how that comes right back up? But if I put it down, where is it? Right there. It's tucked nice away. All right, this is the threading ports down there, and when I lock my pipes in, you can see what they do. I love that. All right, right over here, this is my length. This is my large knob, so that is your length. It has a standard, which will be your overlock stitches. It has the rolled edge. And if I turn it to be in there, you'll also see the base of the dial will change. This one has a circle around it. Sometimes they're darkened, but that is the rolled edge. This one right here is the width knob. And I remember that a couple of ways. I'm going to put my blade up so you can see. A couple of ways that I remember that is my width knob is that when I turn that, you can kind of see that that blade moves back and forth. So that is going to affect the width of the stitch. A lot of people will say, well, that's my widow knob because it's just widow teeny. Well, that is the smaller knob. It's your width knob. This is the blade up and blade down. I have to turn a revolution over here to make it pop back up, but that's how I put my blade down. And up here on the Triumph, this is my chain and cover stitch dial. This is my wave and overlock. Then of course, here's my speed. Then we come over here, and the needles for the overlock will be threaded right here and go over, and they'll go up and over and into my needles. This is where the chain and the cover needles go. So they'll pop in through here, come down and go up and over and into your needle. Then of course here is threading the needles, overlock needles, cover and chain needles. And this is the button that you'll push to thread your needles. Okay, let's slide over to the side of the machine over here. Right here, this is for the needles. This will affect the needles right here. This one dial right here affects how much pressure the pressure foot is putting down. And then of course this one is going to be your threader for your needles. And on this particular machine, you can open it up, and this is where you'll see that the chain looper pops out. It's so fun to see all that in there. Let me show you one more thing, and all of the machines will have this, and maybe in a different way to approach it or get to it. But I'm going to tip this back. Right under here is this hidden little compartment. And that is where, if your needle falls down inside, it's most likely going to fall right there. This one has a magnet on it. Cool. So it's going to kind of stick it right there. Pretty cool, huh, Tracy?
Very cool.
All right, back up in here, and people will come to the classes, the very first class, and they'll say, oh, I didn't get that tool, I didn't get that tool. And I'll say, did you look in your tray? Right up here, there is a tray. All of the Sergers will have this tray. They'll open different ways. This one opens sideways out. Some of them open with the threads moving. Always look in the tray. Did I point out where the hand wheel is?
Oh, yeah.
That's right over here. Always turn it towards you, never turn it back. And there we have the on and off switch. Have I covered everything? Is there anything else you want to know?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Until next time. Thanks so much.